Hello all, and welcome to another video brought to you by Trekkie1701. Tonight, I want to talk to you guys about collecting sports on DVD. Now, not only do I tend to collect a lot of TV shows and movies on Blu-ray, but I also have been collecting a lot of different sports on DVD, and this video is kind of a review of what sports to get on DVD and what sports to tend to avoid on DVD. And I'm going to start out with my all-time favorite sport, which would be baseball. Now, I have a lot of these box sets from a lot of the different World Series. And, like, for instance, this is the 2009 box set. And, let's see here. I've got, this is the 2006, I had to look, but yeah, this 2006 box set that I got, and 2007, and this is probably the greatest World Series ever in my lifetime that I watch. I watched this particular World Series live on when it was on TV, and this is what made me a Boston Red Sox fan to this day. Watching this whole World Series right as it happened was just the best time of my life. And then I started collecting the older years. This is the 1986 World Series. Which also features a very famous play by Bill Buckner. For those of you who do not know, this was the World Series where Bill Buckner, there was a ball rolling line drive, and all Bill Buckner had to do was lay down his glove, and somehow the ball got through, and everybody blamed Bill Buckner, who was playing for the Boston Red Sox for many years to come after this World Series. So I wanted to get that on DVD so I can, you know, watch that famous moment over and over again. I got the 1987 World Series, which I have yet to watch this one. And then, last but not least, the oldest World Series I have on DVD is 1977. Now, I know a lot of you may be asking me, Lance, why in God's name would you ever buy, you know, a game on DVD? You already know who won, obviously, and, you know, what's the point? Well, there's really no point if you're buying it strictly to watch, you know, a particular game. But the reason I buy is from a historian's point of view. I like buying these sets not only because of the commentary, which there are many colorful commentaries throughout these years, but also I like to buy these sets to watch the very famous players of that particular year, whether it be from 1977 or 1986. I just enjoy watching the, you know, it's like, you know, what if DVDs were made back in the 1920s and you could have, like, Babe Ruth on DVD and you could watch, like, the Yankees, you know, versus the Giants over and over again, you know. It just, I don't know, I just think it's cool to be able to watch, you know, famous players throughout the years, you know, doing their best stuff on DVD. And that's really the only reason I buy them, is to watch the stupid people in the stands and how they dressed back in a decade. And, you know, it's just from a historian's point of view. Other than that, there's really no reason to get these type of games on DVD other than that. But I still, having said that, I still enjoy, you know, watching these on DVD, because obviously I was never around in 1977. And I never saw this when it was on TV, so, you know, it's kind of enjoyable from a new point of view also. And it's kind of funny to laugh at Howard Cosell's commentary. Then recently I tried to get into the whole football thing, and it didn't work out. And but I did end up getting a couple of football Super Bowls on blue. Well, this one's on Blu-ray, but I did get a couple on DVD. And they feature like 4 games and then the Super Bowl, or 3 games in the Super Bowl. And I really think, compared to, when you compare um, the amount of hours you get from watching these typical Major League Baseball releases, they usually have, probably, this is not really the best set, but they usually come in a box set like this, and they usually have like 1 or 2 games before the actual, World Series starts, and they just feature. They usually come with a bonus DVD of the celebrations afterwards, and what the players' interviews were saying after the World Series had been won by that particular team. And it just, and I used to, and then I watched this football one, and they just cut the crap out of these football games on when they release them. I don't know why. I used to think it was because they couldn't have the commentators advertising for the different TV shows that were airing that particular year. But that's not the case when it comes to baseball. I mean, they've got the commentators, in every World Series I have, they've got the commentators, talking about what, President Carter is going to be on ABC tomorrow. They have the commercials, during the game, and they clearly put them on DVD. So I don't understand why the Football League, it just seemed like they cut these DVDs to pieces, and I just think that this is a total ripoff to anybody buying these Super Bowls on DVD. I think it's a complete ripoff compared to the amount of hours you get off of the baseball ones. And then a few years back, I also got they started coming out with these Fenway Park, these stadium steelbook editions of different baseball games, and I kind of like these also. Like I said, these are steelbook, and they have like I think 6 discs in them, or 4. Yeah, they have like 6 discs in them, and they're just different games that were featured at Fenway Park throughout the many years. There's actually a game on this set that's from 1967, where Carl Yastrzemski is actually playing. I know I butchered that name, but anyway, but I really enjoyed this type of collector's edition, even though there's like a game on here that I already had previously, but most of the games on here I was surprised I don't have, so that's kind of cool. But if you're looking for something cheap to get started, I know they released the Shea Stadium version of these steel books from different stadiums. I don't know others. I don't know what other stadiums they have released these steelbook editions, but I'm very thankful that they released one for Fenway Park, because that's like one of the oldest parks in existence in Major League Baseball right now, and it's just cool to have games from different eras of the different years throughout the time. And so, like I said, if you're looking to start out collecting baseball games on DVD, I would highly recommend getting one of these first, because they're a little bit cheaper than buying the actual World Series box sets. These World Series box sets, usually run around anywhere from $50 to $70 per box, depending on what month it is. Amazon seems to up the price some months, and it always drops down for a month, and so depending on what time of the year it is, usually you can buy these at $50 a pop, but I usually buy them with my tax return money, and that's how I've been getting them. So I think they're a good investment, but that's just me. And a few years back, I tried to get into wrestling also, and or I should say I was feeling nostalgic for the '80s wrestling era at the time, and I got the SummerSlam set, and I actually enjoyed this set. Believe it or not, they do show the full wrestling matches. They don't. Didn't see anything really edited out badly. They even featured the interviews during the matches and stuff like that. They show everything. The only and like I really like how this folds out. I don't know if you can see this. I'll have to pull it back, but it comes in like a 5 disc set. And it's like I said, it's all the SummerSlams from 1988 to 1992, and it's a 5 disc set. And there's some really cool matches on this DVD set, and I think it's just worth the buy. Well, that's wrong, isn't it? I just think it's worth getting, actually. If you're a wrestling fan, I highly recommend buying the SummerSlam series. I know they've released the Royal Rumble collector's editions out there, and what Hell in a Cell matches. I know the WWE is like, just keeps putting DVDs out there. So if you were looking for a particular match, it is probably on DVD. And the only thing about these old wrestling matches is they blurred out the WWF logo, because now they can't use that logo because of the Wildlife Foundation or something like that. Anyway, that's the only thing that's really messed with on these DVD sets. But other than that, they show the full matches and everything. So I'm really happy with this set, even though I'm not as big wrestler fan as I am a baseball fan. But that being said, anytime I'm feeling nostalgic to watch some Hulk Hogan matches, I always pop in this, and it just it's just kind of cool to see him wrestling. So that's really the only sports I've collected on DVD. I bought my brother some Pittsburgh Penguins hockey on DVD, like the 10 greatest games from Pittsburgh Penguins era or something like that, a couple of Christmas back, and I didn't really get a chance to watch those, I'm afraid. But yeah, most of the sports if you're looking to collect sports on DVD, I think the only bad experience I ever had was collecting the Super Bowl one. And like I said, that's just cut. The game's just cut, like edited, like crazy, and it's not worth the money, I didn't think, to purchase one of those type of sets. When they cut the game, they butchered the whole freaking game. So that's my all-around sports review. If you have any questions, feel free to post a comment, and I'll try to answer the best I can. So thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching, and hope to see you back.